So how do we copy a tree? How do we copy a tree? Right? So given a tree which has one root node, one left subtree and one right subtree, to create a copy or duplicate copy of the given tree, what you have to do is recursively you have to apply the same procedure. First create a duplicate copy of the root node, then create duplicate copy of the left subtree of that node, then create duplicate copy of the right subtree. So now we have created a copy or replica of the binary tree. Copy or replica of the binary tree. Say for example, if this B is having one more subtree called Z, then you should provide the same thing recursively, because once you create duplicate copy of this node, that means for all the nodes you have created, it is understood. Once you create duplicate copy of this C, for all the subtrees which are coming under this, we are going to create a duplicate copy. So that is what is the logic. So we need to define recursive procedure for it. We need to define recursive procedure for finding duplicate copy of the. This is what duplicate copies of the binary tree. So given the tree pointer, that means pointer of the tree. So assume I'll take the same tree A, B. One second. I'll take the same tree A, the node A, the node B, and the node C. This is the given tree, right? So once we have this tree, so obtain its tree pointer. That means for this tree we will be having some pointer. So I will give it a name called P. So till now we were giving the name called root or R. That is, now it is being assumed as P. So tree pointer, that is original. Here the name is taken as original. In that place, here I have taken it as P for understanding purpose. So original is nothing but P. So this function returns a tree pointer to an exact copy of the original tree. We are going to create an exact copy of the original tree. So obtain one more tree pointer called temp. So obtain one more tree pointer called temp. So here we are going to create a duplicate copy. So here I am going to create the duplicate copy of the binary tree. So for that, obtain a temporary pointer which is going to point to the copied tree. That is root node of the new tree which you are going to copy. This is for the original tree. This is for the duplicate tree. So this pointer is for the original tree, whereas this pointer is for the duplicate tree which we are going to create now. Right? So if original, in this case, for avoiding all the confusions, what I'll do here is I'll write it as original only. Let us write it as original only. This is the original pointer and this is the temporary pointer. So if original means if the original pointer is pointing to some existing node, whether there is an existing node or not, which is pointed by the original pointer. Now original pointer is pointing to some node called A. That means tree is present. If tree is present, then only we can create a duplicate copy. Because whenever you are going to take a Xerox copy, what will you do? If you have the original copy, then only we can take the Xerox copy. The same thing is happening. Before you create the duplicate copy, you should check whether the original root is present or not, whether there are some nodes in the tree or not. So if this condition is true, if this statement is true, then only we go for creating the duplicate copy. Then only we go for creating the duplicate copy. So for that purpose, what we do, first allocate memory for the temporary node. First allocate memory for the temporary node of that particular specified size of the root node. So how do you allocate? So once we have the pointer, allocate memory for this. That means memory gets allocated. So assume that memory gets allocated successfully. So memory gets allocated. After this statement, the memory gets allocated. Then as we know that I should create the pointer to the, this is the pointer for the root node now. So this is pointer for the root node. Similarly, I should create pointer for the left subtree and pointer for the right subtree. Right? So that's what recursively we are calling temp pointer left child. So this is pointing to what? Original left child. That means call the same function, same which function? Same copy function. it is calling the same copy function once again, recursive function. We have said recursive procedure, the function which gets called itself with a different set of parameters, that is called as recursive function. And here we have the recursive function copy. Here we have the recursive function copy, which is calling to itself, right? Right, here we have the recursive procedure. Right, so which is helping in creating the tree. So what we are going to do here is create a copy of the left child of the original tree and assign that to left child of the temporary node. So assign that to left child of the temporary node. So with this statement, what happens? We are going to create, now temporary node is already available. Now for this left child of the original tree, we are creating a copy and assigning it to the assigning it as left child of the temporary node. That means B is being assigned. Recursively we are calling that. It with the procedure will repeat for all the nodes. Next statement. The right child of the temporary node will be what? Right child of the temporary node. That means this one. Right child of the temporary node will be copy of right child of the original tree. Copy of right child of the original tree. Copy of right child of the original tree. So this I am taking it here. Just to understand that recursive procedure, I am taking help of the diagram. Right? This has been copied. That means this step is over. Next, the original pointers data, that means wherever it is pointing root node, that root node is assigned to the root node of the temporary node. That means temp pointer data is what? A. Original pointer data is A. That A will be copied to original node. So we have successfully followed the recursive procedure. And finally, what we are trying to do is we are trying to return temp. We are not worrying about the original tree. We are trying to return temp. What is temp now? Temp is the original copy of the original tree, which is containing all the nodes which are present in the original tree. So temp is containing all the nodes which are present in the original tree. So this is how we have successfully created the. If this is, for example, reason if this is not there, when the if condition is failing, this entire thing will not get executed. Everything will not get executed, and finally we will be returning null value. If this is false, go for the else part, simply return null. What null indicates? The original tree itself is not there and we cannot create the duplicate copy. Original tree itself is not there and we cannot create the duplicate copy. So before you create the duplicate copy, one thing what we have to check here is whether the original tree is present or not. If the original tree is present, then only we can create the duplicate copy. So this is a simple procedure for creating duplicate copy of the tree. So similarly, we can check for the equality. So testing equality, whether two trees are equal or not. So given two trees, whether we should check whether they are equal to each other or not. So how do you check equality in C? If there are two variables, A and B, if you want to compare whether the two are equal or not, we will write A equal to B. Comparison operator. If the content present in A is same as that of content present in B, when this condition becomes true, then we say that A and B are equal. How we check equality of normal integer variables in C. Now we need to check equality of two trees. Say for example, this is one tree. Say node A, B and C. So this is one tree, and another tree X, Y and Z. So by looking at this, you can say that the two trees are not equal. Why? Because root node of tree 1, this is tree 1 and this is tree 2. So root node of tree 1 is A, root node of tree 2 is X. A and X, you perform comparison of root node of first tree with root node of second tree. When this condition itself is failing, we say that they are not equal. What we want? Each and every node of tree 1 should be equal to corresponding node of tree 2. That is one-to-one comparison must be true. One-to-one comparison must be true. Means should be this. This B should be equal to this. This node should be equal to this. But in this case, they are not equal. So this condition is also failing, this is also failing, this is also failing. So the two trees are not equal. So how do we check the equality of two trees? Node-wise comparison. So when we say two trees are equal, so when every node of tree 1 is equal to tree 1 is equal to corresponding node of tree 2. Corresponding node of tree 2. Every node of tree 1 should be equal to corresponding node of tree 2. Then we call two trees as equal. Then we call two trees as equal. So that is what is the logic. Say for example, if I take one tree A, X and Y, another tree A, X and Y. So we have two trees now, AXY, AXY. We have two trees. Say for example, it is pointed by root R1 and pointer for this is R2. Now when you perform comparison of the corresponding nodes, root node, they are equal. Left subtree, they are equal. Right subtree and right subtree, they are equal. So when we compile such trees, their corresponding nodes are equal and we call these two trees as equal trees. They are equal. These two trees are equal. These two trees are equal. Right? So that was the theoretical logic. Now let us see the corresponding code for that. So this is what is the corresponding code. So how do we check the equality of two trees? Because with that theory, it will be easy to understand the code now. So I'll draw two trees for comparison purpose. A, B, and C. This is what is. I'll take the same names whatever they have taken, first and second. Right. This is the first tree given to us, and then another one is B, C. This is the second tree which is given to us. When we have these two trees, we need to check their equality. We need to find whether the two trees are equal or not. Right? So let's see the code. The equal function is being called. Again, it is called recursive procedure. The equal function. Take the pointer of the first tree, then take the pointer of the second tree as the parameters. The function is going to return false if the binary trees of the first and second are not equal. Otherwise, it is true. So it is going to return true or false. If the corresponding two trees are equal, it is going to return true. It's going to return false if the binary trees of first and second are not equal. So if they are not equal, it will return false. If they are equal, it is going to return true value. If they are equal, it is going to return true value. Right? So let us study the code now. Return. We need to return either true or false. You need to return either true or false. True indicates Every corresponding node is equal. False indicates some node is missing, some node is not equal. And as I said, before you want to compare two trees, we should know that the two trees are existing. When the two trees are available, then only we can compare each other. So first check whether first tree is existing and second tree is existing. This condition must be true. This condition must be true. Or operator, first and second. That means these both are not pointing to null here, and these both are existing. That is, first tree is also existing, second tree is also existing. That is, first and second are equal now. First and second are equal. That means I'll take the help of diagram. So this is what is first, which is pointing to A. This is what is second, which is pointing to again A in the second tree. So first and second. Now you compare when the trees are existing, compare their data. That is, first pointer data, is it equal to second pointer data? Check the first condition. First pointer data is A. Second pointer data is also A. They are equal. So when this condition is true, then only we'll go for the next part. So what is the next part now? This first part is over. What is the second part? Next part. Again, you have to recursively check the left subtrees of that node and right subtrees of that node, because all must be equal. When two roots are equal, left subtree of tree 1 must be equal to left subtree of tree 2. Left subtree of tree, right subtree of tree 1 should be equal to right subtree of tree 2. That must be true. So that's what we are calling the recursive procedure once again. The left child of first tree is called once again along with the left child of second tree. Recursive procedure, same thing, it will be called once again. Similarly, check right child of, we call the same procedure will repeat. That is how we check the equality. When all this is true, when everything is true, the return value will be true. When all the conditions are true, the return value will be true. Means first check, compare first pointer data with second pointer data, they are equal. Then compare first pointer left child with second pointer right child. Left subtrees we are comparing. Second pointer left child, not right child, left child. Then you compare first, this one, first pointer R child with this one, second pointer R child. That's it. First compare the two roots. I'll take different color for this. First compare the two roots, these two. First pointer data, is it equal to second pointer data? Yes. Then first pointer left child, is it equal to second pointer left child? Yes, true. Then first pointer right child, is it equal to second pointer right child? True. When everything is true recursively for all the nodes present in both the trees. When everything is true recursively for all the nodes present in both the trees, then we call the two trees as equal. Then we call the two trees as equal. Right? These are the two fundamental operations which you should remember. The other thing is there which is not required as of now. That is the very frequently known facts to be the additional things what we can do on trees are, the first one here is copying of binary trees, and second one here is testing of equality, whether the two trees are equal or not.